guys, I've decided to do a few videos based on what is wine investment and what we're here to do in California. So we've been doing this for about 17, 18 years. I pioneered the idea in Asia. I took it from London and I expanded it into Asia for many years now, and that's where we run a successful business. So we're here in California, and we decided to grow the business, and yeah, we're doing our morning jog, which is something we do every day. So hopefully I can put a few videos like this together and answer some of your questions that you have on wine investment. So I'm here to set up the company, start the marketing, get a team together, and all our logistics and our administration and our customer services and our accounts will all be managed by our existing company, Shore Holdings. So, what is wine investment? Well, basically, I'm a fine wine investment analyst, and what I do every day is I go through wine lists, I go through critic scores, I look at graphs, I look at charts. I basically look at what wines there are in the market, price-wise. I look at how much stock there is in the market. I look at all these kind of factors to analyze the best wines for investment. And then what I do is I give advice and make recommendations to investors, not necessarily wine connoisseurs, but basically people who want to invest into fine wine and have a sort of another string to their bow, which is in addition to maybe mutual funds, stocks, bonds, unit trusts, you know, those kind of things, pension plans. So wine is just an add-on. So we buy wine in the case. The reason why we buy wine in the case is because we store it in the original wooden case, and the wooden case is strong enough to make sure there's little damage done to the wine if it gets knocked in the warehouse. We have two locations, one in London, one in France, where we store the wines and we manage that professionally. We have professionals that manage the wine for us. It's a very reasonable fee. You're talking of about £10, £11 a case per year, includes insurance. We charge 0.5% a year to manage all the wines, make sure that it's looked after in the warehouse, etc. We also, that's the storage part of it. So when you buy the wine, there are some big trucks in America. That one was huge. So when we store the wines, we need to be managing them and storing them professionally. And that's because when you sell the wine on later, you want to have this route to sell the wine in the right frame of time. You want to also be able to sell it back to a reputable merchant or trader or distributor who will buy the wine and always make sure that they pay for it to you correctly, no hassles on payment. So this is one of the important factors about keeping wine professionally. There's a lot of people that store wine at home, I know, and then trouble is when you want to sell that wine, you need to have that relationship with one broker maybe, or two brokers that will come to your house and inspect your wine, make sure that you've looked after it and stored it correctly, and then you hope that they'll sell it and give you a good price. So we don't rely on that. We keep it managed professionally, and we sell it back to the open market. So anybody can buy it. Once our investors have bought that, they keep it for. So as an investor, you would buy, say, one case, as an example, You can buy minimum one case. It's usually 12 bottles. They can come in 6-bottle cases also, but we generally invest into 12 bottles as a minimum investment, and that's around, say, $5,000, which will get you roughly a first growth wine from Bordeaux. Bordeaux market is a market that's been around for years and years, so you haven't got any issues with the wines, the popularity, resell into the market, liquidity. All these things are set in stone. They've been in place for hundreds of years, and some of these chateaux have been around since the 1500s. So wine is like that. It's fairly straightforward investment. It's fairly low risk. It's not huge returns. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. You're looking at about 7% a year to 10%. However, some of my recommendations in the last 12 to 18 months have done 20%. In 2 years, I've seen some wines go up 30% that I've recommended to my investors. So we're doing quite well. I would say since 2015, the market has turned a corner and started to sort of pick up and do quite well. And yeah, so you make the investment in one case, you buy that with a view to build a portfolio. Now, you wouldn't buy wine thinking, I just buy one case and forget about it, and you can do that, but it's a little bit risky in my opinion, because you're banking on, would you buy one stock in the stock market? No, you wouldn't, right? So you buy one case, it's the same thing. You're throwing a dart and you're hoping it reaches bullseye. So you buy one case, but with a view to building a portfolio over a period of time, getting that built up so it's a nice nest egg for you to rely upon, something you can fall back on. Great thing is you can sell one case whenever you need to. You don't have to sell your whole portfolio. So if you need, $5,000 or you need $10,000 quickly within 4, 5, 6 weeks, then you've got a case of wine there in your portfolio you can sell. And because it's stable, generally holding the value, you've always got the value there because you have an asset. So it's always maintained. A stock in the market can go to zero if the company goes bankrupt or falls into some kind of jeopardy. Whereas the wine investment market, you've always got a case of wine, so there's always a value on it. Okay, so that's what wine investment is. I'll try and do a few more of these videos. I'm sure you're going to have lots more questions. So you can just send me a message if you have any more questions on it. As I said, we've been around for 18 years. We've been doing this for a long time. I'm here in California with my daughter and my boss, Kimmy. I call her the boss. But she's also a fine wine analyst with me. We run the business together. And yeah, so let me know what you think. And any questions, just give me a hoot. Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. Bye from me, and bye from Alicia. Say bye-bye.